everyone, and welcome back to the Kickin podcast. My name is Hayley Miller, and a big welcome to my co-host, Emma O'Driscoll. Welcome. Well, you should be welcoming me because, disclaimer, I was 7 minutes late to the pod today.
I'm so glad she admitted that
I'm going to admit it because you're going to put it everywhere anyway.
I am.
And I realised on the way here, you know when you're like late to something and you're just like, oh, you got that like feeling of, oh, you're like real stressed. And I was like, got probably 15 minutes down the road. I was like, I'm not going to make up 6 minutes late of traffic. I can't.
No.
You know, a couple of K's over the speed limit.
It's
not
fine.
going to catch.
It's fine.
It's not going to catch that up. So then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to have to let it go. But I realised I've done this to myself because I pushed so hard every time you were late, and then I've just added so much stress and anxiety to myself making it here on time that every time now I'm super stressed about getting here on time. But whatever. I'll admit it, I was late.
It's fine. You know what? I'm just proud of you for owning that.
Yep.
And that's okay. We're going to move forward. I was late about 50,000 times last year, and that's absolutely fine.
It's absolutely fine. I don't think I'm going to rip you about it if you're late this.
You know what?
Although I feel like I've been pretty reasonable since you've been, although you're never late anymore. So having a job made you a lot more organised and early.
I have to be. But also, I did have a dig saying, oh, she's not even at work.
Yeah.
I was like, I won't bring that up with her. But also, you walked in very casually, which was quite refreshing.
Do you know, I was like, am I going to run in like Driscoll does when she's late? Or shall I just accept, you know, I even went to the toilet when I got here because I was like, I really need to go. And I was like, I'm going to sit here for an hour and be busting.
It's fine.
Now I'm comfortable. Yeah. We're all happy. So anyway,
and we're here and that's fine. Intro was good, might I just say. But we also had a few people in the room just before giving us some more feedback on the fact that we're still cutting our guest out.
What do you mean?
Like thoughts on this? Like in the last few pods, like we're still talking.
We're talking over the top of them.
Yeah, but I don't know. I said I find it hard though because you'll look at me as if like you used to look at Sarah Garstone to say something. And then I'm like,
you're already talking.
And then I'm like pressured to just keep saying something. Like,
so I should not look at you.
Don't look at me.
Okay.
And look at the guest the whole time, I think, during the stories. And then maybe when you're asking them something, even though you already know the answer.
Yeah, just let them tell the answer.
And then be like, yeah, I knew that. Or follow-on questions from it. Gorgeous.
Already knew that.
Gorgeous.
Okay, good feedback.
Okay.
Like and look, since I've given up asking if Mim was ever going to be on the podcast again, but look, she's made it.
I'm back. Did you miss me?
She waltzed in and on the group chat just did a thumbs up. 10 hours late. 10 hours late, just does a thumbs up.
I just wonder, how do you respond to your partner, family, friends? Like, what you give us nothing. Is this like a mystery thing? Like, ooh, like really excited for what
No,
Mim's
you can ask
say.
my friends. I don't really respond much at all. I prefer just face to face. Just ask me.
No, like she's fully ghosts everyone. You're rude, Mim.
Well, just
Mim, it's rude.
You got to text back, so I'm here.
Anyway, you made it. That's great. Brett's back. Everyone's back. Look at this.
You know the worst thing about that group chat? I don't even...
You don't have my number saved, do you?
Do you not?
I'm like, don't even need to take a stab at this thumbs up. I know it's Mim's
I know it's Mim.
Oh my God, I might change her name to thumbs up.
Yeah.
I feel like you don't even know I'm there half the time.
Well, hang on. No, we wouldn't know you're there.
0413 754. I'm going, Mim.
That's I know my mum's phone number and Mim's.
Oh, God. Anyways, I'll put it in Mim as a thumbs up.
All right. Since we've talked a lot about that, we'll intro our guests and then get into the, how's your day and all that. So we have another new friend on the pod this week. Welcome to one of our new Irish recruits, Amy Mulholland. Welcome.
Guys, thanks for having me.
Oh,
and I feel privileged that Mim has made it
here
today for my
it must have been you.
So
Everyone, Brett came back, Mim came back for you.
Brett's back. We're all here.
Oh, I love this intro for her, and she's even in her lovely business wear.
Yeah, she came. Yeah, this was smart. We told her to come in smart casual.
Dressed to impress.
Dressed business casual. Sorry. Yeah.
Well,
so
unfortunately, I'm not like you guys that get to prep on the beach for a podcast.
Hey.
Excuse me. It was raining today, though. Come on, settle down.
Straight from a meeting at work.
Excuse me, I've come from mobbing 45 low backs today again. I don't want to hear it, Mullaz.
Well, hopefully that's one thing I wanted to talk about. Speaking of tanning at the beach on the way here. Last week's pod, Brett's agreed that I was very washed out.
Oh, yeah.
And I was not happy about it. And Mullaz and I have had a quick discussion of we're hoping that the lighting today is better.
Giving us a bit of a glow.
Because Driscoll over here, nice brown. I know you're brown normally, but you're a nice glow. And then over here's translucent, literally see-through.
I'm blending the friendly ghost,
blending in with the white behind me. Also, Brett, why haven't you changed these to? Speaking of the background, you haven't even changed them to AFLW lockers yet.
Oh, it's appalling.
The boys
really.
have been gone. Now
appalling.
they're both gone. The podcast is done. So we are the premier podcast. Always were.
We were just talking about this. No Griff.
Yeah.
No Monday.
Yeah.
It's just us.
It's just us.
And we'll be rebranding.
And
no more
Driscoll
Kickin back.
Driscoll may get her rebrand finally.
Yes.
I was going to say, how did Stribbles go? Hang on, have you ever listened to the podcast?
I have. I've listened to a couple of them.
A couple of them. What's your favourite one?
And feedback.
Oh.
This will test you if you actually listen to them or not.
Well, I've listened to Meg's.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, do you know what? I actually probably listened to the one more so you two had one with the men. I really like that one.
Like that one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I did like that
Very
one.
good.
Too bad they're gone now.
Listen to that.
That'll never happen again.
And then,
that's one time
I've
special.
listened to Meg's,
Yeah.
Stribbles and Ange.
Oh, good. And
Yeah.
did you enjoy them?
Yeah, they were great.
Did we speak over our
Got me
guests?
very excited to come on here today, Driss.
I'm glad. I've just got an itchy nose from the fluff on this microphone.
So that's how close you need to be to the microphone, that the fluff tickles your nose.
Or it might be COVID getting my rats here.
I'm glad you brought that prop in. Did you prep that?
She got.
How did Stribbles go last week? What was your rate?
I thought she was good. I think
Well, that's
she's
not.
quite. Well, I think she's a newbie to
Yeah.
the pod. I think she was
Yeah.
probably really nervous.
Probably.
My favourite part about it was that she has Caleb Sarong and then changed it to Andy
yeah.
Brayshaw as
Yeah.
her wall.
Do you have
lock
a
screen.
Freo player as your wallpaper?
I don't
No.
know.
Oh.
Yeah, because that's embarrassing.
Mullaz probably has a lovely Western Australian sunset.
Yeah.
No, I actually have my 7 nieces and nephews.
Oh,
back home.
that's even more beautiful.
That is beautiful.
Okay,
That's
like that
beautiful.
more than Andy.
I have no idea
Oh.
where I'm at now. We've
Can't
like
that pause now?
because we've gone up and down. Jesus,
Sorry, I feel
it's
sick.
because I was late. I'm flustered. I've lost my spot. Did you get any feedback from Trent? Just FYI, that's what I wanted to ask. Any
No.
further feedback?
I
No?
don't reckon he's listened to last week because
Well,
he.
otherwise
maybe
he
tonight
surely-
will be the tell test.
Tell test.
Tell test. I think I've lost the plot today.
I don't even know.
Can you two get it together, please? Because I really
Sorry,
want this
is
pod to go well
embarrassing.
today.
I'm so embarrassed. I was
It's a
just
lot.
actually telling Brett before how much better Hayley and I have gotten over the years of knowing that, Ringmaster over here writes the script, reads it out really nicely. I just add every little bit in and we don't talk over each other.
We just
And
talk
now-
over our guest, not each
Now
other.
we're in bloody shambles. So
Yeah, we are. Anyway, one more thing I wanted to bring up before we talk about you, Mullaz.
Yes.
I did finally, last Wednesday, 14th of September 2022, hit the golf ball over the lake at Collier Park.
Yes.
Now, for those who haven't played along at home on my Instagram, it has taken me 12 months to do that. It goes to show how much it's in your head, golf
Yeah, but,
in
like-
general. I hit it in the water every time. I reckon I've lost at least 10 golf balls in that water.
Just because you are scared of you.
No, you know when something's just there and you're like, don't hit it in the water. Straight in the water. Anyway, it's quite like you have to hit it quite a distance and obviously in the air.
Yeah.
And my golf's not great as it is, but it's too short to. So if I was just doing a drive, it would go over easy if I got onto it. But because you can't use driver, so I've used every club there is. Anyway, five iron. Did it
Great.
for me, and I'm probably just going to skip that one every time from now on.
I think we get the
it.
the vision up of that though. There's always things to improve on, but I'm
Did you
glad
see
that
the vision of it?
I did. It was gorgeous, and
I put
the celebration
Titanic,
was
put the
good.
Titanic music over
It was beautiful.
over it and everything.
You were
It
even
was-
wearing a Freo hoodie
was,
as well,
yeah.
representing.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Mullaz, do you play golf?
No, I don't.
There's some of you have to work. I only go every now and again. It was raining. Yeah, every now and
I
again.
might ask Lauren Stammers how often you go.
Ask how often we
Okay.
go.
I will.
Twice a week.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to do it twice a week. It's boring as. Don't tell
No,
Laura
I
I said
reckon
that.
I'd do my shoulder or my back.
I get over it after 3 holes.
Yeah, if you're not on, you're not on.
And I'm never on, so I can get over it after.
I think the
driving
drive-
range is
yeah,
where
that's
it's
fun.
at.
Yeah.
All right, Mullaz. Let's just get
Oh,
a
I
few
can't wait.
questions about you. Where did you grow? Well, obviously, you grew up in Ireland, but tell us, what county, all that kind of stuff. Tell us a bit about your background.
Yeah, so I am from County Armagh, back home in Ireland.
I'm going to say that again.
County Armagh.
Are you saying R, A, or O?
A-R-M-A-G-H. Now, that's really going to confuse you.
Okay. Anyway, again.
It's all right. So really think about if somebody was saying Yerma, Armagh.
Yeah, Armagh.
Yeah.
Armagh. Okay, got it.
Told you tree.
There you go.
All right, anyway, continue on.
Armagh.
There you go.
I think that was good. Sound like a part. R. And why am I going R?
Have you seen the just side note, have you seen the movie Sisters when she's like she's trying to get the chick's name? Hair one. Anyway, not making fun of your accent. I actually genuinely wanted to know which one it was, and I was like, oh, I'm not going to get it. Hair one. Anyway, continue on.
So,
Ma.
Break it down.
No,
Mum.
Ma.
Not mum. I'm crying. Not mum.
Our mum.
Our mum. Come on.
Where are you from? Our mum.
Well, we all are.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Keep going,
Well, we've
Mullaz.
already stopped.
You keep going.
It's going to be a long podcast. I'm not going to say anything about your accent from now on.
Okay, so back on track.
Yeah,
So,
back on track.
So,
Where'd you grow up? What happened?
where'd I grow up? So I actually come from a small village called...
Say it again. Okay. No one look at each other. No one look at each other.
Wasn't even funny originally.
Oh, this is like kids in class.
Yeah, box breathing.
And
You
really
really
can't
need
stop.
to stop.
Okay, no one look at each other.
Eyeballing
Now I'm
me.
going to tell you the village is called...
Let's go.
How is the voice break?
Okay, so grew up in a...
Okay, it's ARMAGH.
Right.
Yeah, no, but there's no saying the village now. It's a different one.
Yeah, we're on to now the village.
We're on to another
County is
County is Armagh.
yeah.
Village is Forkhill.
Forkhill.
like Forkhill.
Think of a fork and a hill.
That's fine.
Forkhill. Okay.
Forkhill's easy.
Forkhill.
Easy. Yeah.
Got it.
Okay, so grew up in Forkhill. Obviously started out playing Gaelic football. Always has just been my main sport. I've obviously done a few hobbies on the side. Dancing.
Oh, a bit of Irish dancing.
Yes.
We did do a little Irish dance in the gym the other week.
We're practicing.
Yeah.
Mullaz, how do you get your leg up to your face?
Yes. Can you just do a little...
But then I'm coming to training the next night. My hammies
I'm
feel a bit tight, and I'm like,
Well,
maybe I
because you
shouldn't be
need
showing
yourself
off
in...
that kick.
Need yourself in the head.
Yeah.
Get concussion as well.
But yeah, so Gaelic football has always just been my main sport. I've played that from probably 4 years of age. Started out from an under-6 team, and then a bit like you probably here in Australia that we were able to play with the boys up until under-12s, and I carried on through that, and then at that age we were the same, that we didn't really have the ladies football established. Other clubs did, but at my club we didn't. So the next thing for me was actually just to go straight into senior football. So that's that's then going to the level of Aflw, like over 18s. There was no age restriction on it. If you didn't have a team to facilitate the player, they were allowed to play. So from 13 years of age, I was playing on the senior team.
Oh, wow.
And it's actually funny that my coach back home, because I was younger, I had to have an adult there at the training sessions. And she actually just sent me the photo the other day when all of the articles were going out back home about me getting drafted, that she still has the piece of paper that I played my first senior game. And I was, 13. So she sent that through, and she was like, can you believe that you're now out in Australia playing AFLW? To think like all those years ago you were 13 playing on a senior team.
That's insane.
But yeah, so I've always just played Gaelic football. Then I played a few years at Armagh playing county football.
Gorgeous.
And then probably fell out of love for it a bit towards the back end of my years at home, and I had started to study a bit more, so I thought, all right, I'll come away from county football, focus on my exams. Went through the couple of years doing my exams, and then that's when I decided to come out to Australia.
Yeah, cool.
So was still playing club football for them 2 years while studying, and I had been working with an accountancy practice for 6 years back home, and they decided that they would give me a year career break. Obviously, that year career break has now turned into 3 years. Still here. But yeah, so I just came out on a 1 year working holiday visa thinking, all right, nothing to lose because I've still got my job back home. And then Cahill and I just said, yeah, let's go for it. Came out to Australia and then fell in love with Perth.
Wow.
Travelled around Melbourne, Sydney. Brisbane was the plan, that we were going to settle in Brisbane. Could you imagine? I could have been playing with Orlando Dwyer.
Could have been.
Wow. Could have been devastating. Yeah.
Glad you didn't.
No, Purple
Did you
Heart
actually
always.
like Perth the best?
Yes, so then we came across to Perth. Probably then we had been in Australia 6 weeks, and as soon as I landed here, I knew, Perth was the one for me. Just because I've grown up in a small village back home, everything's convenient.
Yeah.
The other cities are pretty hectic, so give
And
me the
you
beaches
didn't have
and
any
sunshine.
family or anything here?
No. So here on my own, a few friends from around us back home, but no immediate family.
And
awesome.
Cal's your partner came with you?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So we're together 11 years. So then we
Oh my
both of
God.
us,
I want to hear that story.
Yeah.
Scrap the football.
Scrap
I
that
want
for
the
me.
love story.
I do too. All right. There you go. Off you go.
both of us, he was also in his jobs 8 years.
What
So
does
we
he do?
just thought he's operating over here. So he was doing a bit of FIFO work.
Yeah.
But what
which
was he
gave
doing
me-
in Ireland though?
He was in a confectionery factory back home, which
Yeah.
was a family-run business.
Okay, cool.
So then, both of us knew we could come out to Australia
Yeah, easy.
and go back home to our jobs if Australia didn't work out.
Yeah.
But here we are.
Yeah, it would have been easy for you both to find work though.
Yeah. So then I was very lucky with my job that I'm still in now, that I started with them in the November 2019 and they sponsored me.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
so,
wicked.
Yeah, so then I didn't have to do any regional work or all of the above that comes with being a working holiday maker, trying to stay in Australia.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, if you don't know, you have to do 3 months regional to secure a second year. So you've 9 months that you can enjoy, do a bit of work, but you can't work for any one employer for
that
longer
is-
than 6 months.
But like I said, unless you get a sponsor though.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah.
But what you can do is you can go your direction back home to where are you from?
Good old Northern 6401. Yep.
I reckon that counts as a regional
I reckon you
postcode.
could, Mullaz, if you wanted to. Easy money.
But so I got lucky with the sponsorship and
Cool.
that's a 5-year visa. So
Oh,
yeah.
you're laughing.
In another year I can go for my residency and then a year later citizenship.
Great.
Oh,
and if you
good.
want to stay here, are you
Yeah.
you and Cal are engaged, aren't
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
Yeah, gorgeous. So
Any plans to leave? Or
Yeah.
you like set in?
Nah, I'm pretty happy. So
Pretty
I've
happy?
got
Yeah,
mom.
good.
Mom obviously arrived
Yeah.
during the week, so
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
been amazing.
bless her. She's here for
just
3 weeks. Yep.
Yeah, so she has
God
just been
bless her.
amazed by Perth. Honestly, we went to Scarborough last night for dinner, and just as you come over the brow of the hill and you just see the ocean, and she's just like, honestly, how is this here? How is this real life?
wait till she goes
How am I
down
in
south.
Australia?
Do you know who does that every time in the car? Every single time. Ellie.
That's
when you're
me.
in the car, like if
Honestly,
you, and I
it's-
never understand it, but
I
like because I'm like,
We've
it's
grown
just-
up with
whenever you
that, though.
like see the horizon,
see
you're just like it's
see
just
the
normal.
one. Do you go over into? If you go to Trig Beach, I get it every time.
Yeah.
Every time I come over that hill and I just see it, I'm like,
Yeah, it's
oh
like
my God,
people that aren't
this
from Perth
is-
are like, oh, and it's like what? How long she's been here? A year and still does
No,
it every
still,
time.
yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Yes, it's the ocean. It's the same as it looked last time.
Yeah, that's
No,
crazy.
you
Yeah,
guys
it's
have to
amazing.
appreciate it.
Yeah, I know.
No, it's,
I feel like
it
I
is
appreciate
amazing
it more when you
hearing-
hang out with people
People-
that
yeah.
like are like, "Whoa, this is amazing. You
Yeah.
should like see what
I
you've
think
got."
when you go outside of Perth, like I feel like Perth's not. Well, I love Perth, but I feel like when you go outside of Perth, it's really amazing. Like when you go to Exmouth and down to Dunsborough, Bustle
shout out
and
to
stuff.
Mim's going to bring me there.
Mim's
Yeah,
taking
we can go
Mullaz.
there, Mullaz.
yeah, I want to go up there
Love
too.
taking the Irish there.
Yeah. You've had it on, yeah?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
You've already.
about-
he was
yeah.
a great guest.
What about
the podcast.
The other
Nah.
podcast buddies.
Nah,
just
we
the
leave them
Irish
at
side.
home.
She called her an elephant.
Oh, my God.
We're still working
Multiple
with
times.
that. Yeah, not
I'll
just
have you
once. And
know.
she's still calling you when you're not here.
I can't.
Don't know if you listen to the podcast back, but
I can't listen when I'm not here because you guys just rip me.
yeah, pretty much.
That's true.
Yeah, that's about it. No, I actually genuinely do want to listen to your story of how did you meet Cal then?
Yeah.
11 years ago.
Back in school, just
Oh,
yeah.
High school
high school
sweethearts.
sweetheart.
Oh.
Look at that.
No exciting story behind it all.
Do you
Who's
have...
bloody calling you? That's twice.
It's not me.
I
I'm
actually
on
think-
Do Not
sorry,
Disturb.
I don't think it's me. I am still in business hours, so
were
we
you
have
just,
to.
was yours ringing before though?
Huh?
Oh, it wasn't. Oh, so
No,
it was
I
yours.
just,
me.
I
Okay.
just put it on
sorry.
the thing just in
Oh,
case it was
that's
mine.
what I
but
thought it
I'm on
was
Do Not
yours.
Disturb.
Apologies.
It's all right.
I'm always on
yours,
the-
I was going to say yours can call.
No,
Yours
I'm on
is not-
airplane
yours
mode.
isn't allowed.
Do Not Disturb. No one contact me.
Do not contact me. You'll get ripped in the pod if anyone
I don't care
contacts
if your X-ray results have come back.
me. Yeah.
I don't care. Kidding, I do to all my patients out there.
Okay.
Anyways.
back to Mullaz.
Yeah.
And so you're an accountant?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Why did you want to do accounting?
Yeah. Ugh.
Just sounds
that's a
boring.
really
like, from
good
the outside sounds boring. But tell us why.
Yeah, I just always thought I would go into more the space of being a nurse or working with children with disabilities or that sort of
Yeah.
health sector.
Yeah.
And then playing football, I actually hurt my back, and while I was studying my health and social care, I was working part-time as like a community care assistant. So I would go around to elderly people's homes and get them out of bed, wash them, dress them, do all of that. And while I was working there, I actually hurt my back and I went to see a physio, and they told me that
Physio sucks.
just look
Don't
at,
be a
just
physio.
look at you two, yeah. As you're having a go at me for being an accountant, do you want me to have a dig about you being a physio?
We should have.
It's a money-making scheme.
Should have heard us last week. Anyway,
Don't do it, Strubbles.
Yeah, don't do it. Literally, that was it.
So then,
But come back to 10 sessions so you can pay me $200 a pop.
Yeah, so then my mum actually suggested to me, she was like, there was this full-time course for just 1 year, and it was like a private secretary diploma. And she said to me, I always said that my dream job would just be like working in a school and then taking the sports teams.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, do a bit of work, still get involved with my sport. And then I went and did the 12-month course of the diploma, and then it just happened to be that one of the lecturers passed on my resume to the accountancy firm that I was with for 6 years then, and I started in there just covering a reception role, and then as the 6 years evolved, my position did too, and they put me through my exams, and yeah, I just was able to move from the admin side into more of a internal finance, and then then they accommodated my study. And yeah, so I just worked in.
Insane.
Yeah, so it just, and do you know what? I wouldn't change it. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, so it was a bit of a random one. Never thought I would be in this
You were
industry
literally talking
now.
about sports and
Yeah,
kids
yeah,
and
yeah.
then have gone
right.
to numbers.
So you're obviously good at numbers and maths.
Yeah,
Were you always good
I'm
at numbers
more
and maths?
about,
or-
I actually, it's more the tech side of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
cool.
just now everything being more cloud accountant. I like that space.
Yeah, right.
So if you want to digitalise your
Life.
systems, come to me.
There you go.
Okay.
Very interesting.
Done.
Very interesting. And then, so obviously you moved to Perth just before COVID.
Just before, yeah.
And then you got stuck here.
Yeah.
What was that like?
Yeah, that was pretty hard. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
There was times that I was probably lucky that I had my football and work. Cahill was also working, but there was times that you just really think, I'm actually locked here. Do I just get in a flight and go home and see my family? And then everyone puts it on you that it's like, but if you do that, you're never getting back in. So it's like this life decision that it's like, do I go home and see family or do I stick it out? And then I'll never forget. So there was family weddings that we've missed back home, and all of the announcements coming out saying we're going to reopen, and then many times was that shut back, like less than 24 hours before we were to fly out. So yeah, that was a very hard time, but I think what got me through it, I started to play at Wembley at the start of 2021, and that just changed it for me.
That's awesome.
All of a sudden then had a great Australian circle along with, because a lot of Irish come out here and stick with the Irish, and we all go to the Irish pubs.
We know.
Well, we know. God, we
all-
still stick together in this club. It's very cliquey.
Exclusive.
It's a little bit exclusive, the Irish club. You
Well,
kind
when
of want
I
to be.
can
I'm
say
like, I can't.
I better be part of it.
Ma.
Our mum.
Our mum.
Mum, and I'm a part of it.
Just mumble it and it sounds kind of right.
You got it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then joining Wembley was definitely one of the best
cool.
things I've done in Australia. Obviously, it's got me here today. But have met the best group of girls through that. And then we obviously went on and won a flag. So that was
Awesome.
just,
Was that obviously in your first year?
Yeah.
Was Meg there then?
No.
So she started this year.
She started this year.
This year?
Yeah.
Yeah, this year.
Yeah.
So you never played together?
No.
But
we did
same club.
One game.
Oh,
we
one
had
game.
one game at the start of the season before Subiaco kicked off.
Yeah.
I had one Wembley game.
But Mullaz kicked, is it 13 goals in 9 games?
No, you're saying 13 was my most in one game. 40.
Yeah,
Sorry.
13 in one.
Yeah, sorry,
Are we going to
sorry,
get the right
sorry.
stats here?
Sorry,
I don't know.
I want the right
Stats
stats.
just coming out with them.
So I remember 13 goals, but I was thinking, so
13
13
in
goals.
one game.
In one.
Well, can you bloody do that for us?
I know.
And we could do with 13.
Jeez,
in
we
one
could
game.
do with that. Yeah, that's at the end of the season. She's like saving it to round 10.
Round 10. It's going to be the Mullaz show
Yeah,
with
13 goals, one
No one else is going to
game.
get near it.
How many goals in the season?
I think it was 48.
Oh my God, that makes me sick.
That's amateur football, though. But yeah, it was my
Don't
first
sell
year.
yourself short.
It was my first
13
year.
goals a game.
It was my first year of playing, so that I think that's why I just fell in love with it. That you just were able to go out and have fun and just kick goals, week in, week out, have some
It's that
fun,
easy, isn't it?
win the
Just go out there
games.
and kick.
Yeah,
Kick goals.
so easy. Full back.
So then you went to Subiaco Waffle W. How was that? Like, obviously, because that's then a step up from Wembley.
And to be honest, I didn't struggle too much with that step up. I found that, again, in my first game, we actually played the first Subi game down against Peel and Peel Thunder's home ground.
Yeah.
And I even think just getting to play at them sort of facilities was amazing. That was probably the next step up. But in terms of the game itself, I felt like I didn't feel out of place.
Yeah, sure.
So that was good. Yeah, I was pretty happy to go and get stuck into it. And then I just had a bit of a broken season with my sister getting married, and then the borders opened.
Yeah,
so
okay.
the borders opened 2 weeks or a week maybe before her wedding. So we just booked a last minute flight and went home and surprised everyone at home.
Very good.
For the
That
wedding.
was so cool.
Yeah, that was
Is
amazing.
that the video you showed me, Mullaz?
Yeah.
Oh my
All of
gosh.
the kids crying.
Mullaz walks in, like her mum is just like losing it, swearing as well. I'm like, oh, your auntie
No, my
was
auntie,
swearing. I was
yeah.
like, this is great. My type of family. And then the kids just start crying. It's so sweet. Like everyone was just in shock.
But I feel
that she
like
was
you're
there.
never going to go through that. Like Mum arrived this week and it was just lovely to see her at the airport, but I feel like that feeling of being locked away and then
100%.
surprising them. Like my nieces and nephews have spoke to me over FaceTime for the last
Yes.
nearly 3 years, and
Yeah,
all of
yeah.
a sudden it's like you're in front
Actually
of them,
there, yeah.
and and I do feel like it has brought us all closer. That the kids, I'm the
Well,
favorite.
they can actually give you a cuddle and all that kind of stuff. That's
Yeah.
really nice.
So my 4-year-old niece went to bed the first night that I was home, and she says to my sister Lisa, she says, "Mummy, Amy is real life."
Oh,
Because she spoke to me on FaceTime
That
for
is
3 years.
so
and she was
sweet.
only
She wouldn't have remembered,
No, she was
yeah,
only
you
14
and-
months when I left, and that's what she'd say to me. You've never been to Nanny's house before. And like these, and I would explain to her, no, Ellie, you were only a baby. And then she goes to bed that night, Mummy, Amy's real life.
Oh, that is so cute. I think that's just in a nutshell.
Yeah, it
COVID,
is.
like, and
COVID, what
family's
it did,
been,
yeah.
like pulled
so-
apart and that kind of
Yeah,
thing.
but
Oh,
no,
that's
we've,
so
we've
nice.
got through it all, and here we all are.
And look, your mum's here now, and
Yep.
you know your family will be able to come over and visit. You can go home now as well, which
Yeah.
is even better. But God bless your mum. Shout out to Mam, who had never been to the airport properly, like internationally,
Yeah.
and got
Yeah.
on a plane,
Actually, on her
24,
own.
26
On her
hours,
own.
whatever
Oh.
it is,
Yeah.
to Australia. Well done.
Well done. But
Shout out to Mum.
What's your mam's name?
She's Patricia, but we call her Pat.
Pat.
That's good for
Patty.
you guys. You like to
Saint
you
Patty's
can
Day.
put
Pat's easy. We can manage
We can
that.
do Pat.
We can manage that. Well, while we're on names, the last time we had an Irish player on the pod was Anya, and we went through every Irish name possible.
Mullaz,
and,
Amy's
and I'm
easy
like,
though.
Amy,
Normal.
what about? It's a bit like
No, but people
She's a
still
bit
struggle
average.
because if I actually say it with my Irish
Ooh,
accent,
go.
I would say Amy.
Amy.
And
Amy.
People put an E on it.
It's an Amy.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, I'm not
What
getting
about
an Amy?
Do you have like
A.
middle name and stuff?
you know
oh,
what
so
I mean?
you don't like the Amy?
No.
No, but they don't say A.
No, but we do.
Yeah,
we
that's what
say
I'm saying.
Amy.
It's like A.
No,
that's
but
how we
that's what
say
I mean.
stuff.
But that's what I'm saying. I'd say Amy.
Yeah.
And you're like, shut up.
Yeah.
So do you like
actually
Mullaz
think
better?
I do like
Mullaz
the way
than
you
you
all
know.
say it, but yeah, I can't say
Emi.
Amy because then they're like Amy.
Emi? Emi.
And you're like, no, with an A.
Yeah. And then
Amy.
no,
It's like,
and then
you
I
guys
just
have a
spell it
word
and they're
called-
like, oh, Amy. And I'm like, oh, come on, really?
You said that really well. Amy. Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like you guys have a name called Emer.
Yeah.
And then it's like Emma,
Say
but
that again.
Emer.
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 It's like
Emma.
but
Do you have
Irish.
Emma?
Emer.
Emma's Australian.
What did I say wrong?
Yeah, Emer.
Emer. Is that not the same?
I don't know. I can't.
It's the accent. It's too good.
I can't tell. But also, I know that we say.
I did think about
I love how it's the other way around. I'd say it again.
Yeah.
Emer. That's exactly what you're saying.
And we're like,
no, it's not.
I did think about writing down 5 Irish names, and just that would have
it would have been like stupid
good,
stuff like
good entertainment.
Siobhan.
We know
and
Siobhan is Siobhan.
Siobhan and
Yeah.
Niab.
See, we've already
Seriously,
been through all
Do
these.
you not have V's or something? Like, there's clearly no V. Because it's a bird. Like, what the hell is that? I'm going to take it up. Anyways.
It took me a long time to get Anya.
No, but Anya, we say like Onyya.
Yeah, I know,
when
but
it's
it's
like
not spelt like that.
Do you say it like that?
No, I think you say it differently to me. If I was at home, I actually reckon I've changed how I
Yeah.
say it,
Yeah.
just because you all.
You were saying as well that your fam was
Yeah.
saying that you've definitely got an accent when you went home. And Anya's family say the same thing. And even with Anya walking around saying footy,
Yeah.
because you just don't use,
Yeah.
like it's football and it's a field or a pitch.
Yeah,
Like you
it's
don't,
pitch, yeah.
you
Yeah.
don't use like that lingo. So
Yeah.
they're like, what the hell you are Australian.
Yeah, there's even as simple as just ordering a skinny cap. We don't say skinny cappuccino.
Yeah.
And actually look at you as if you've 2 heads. And
Oh
you're
my
like,
God.
yeah.
Wait, what do
alright.
you say? A skinny habit? They have to. You have
You
to say the whole
cappuccino.
thing. Oh, just shorten it.
Just-
life's
I
too
like-
short to say
This
cappuccino.
is what I like. I like slang though. Slang's easy.
Just a
Yeah.
skinny cap.
So yeah, servo, that was another one.
Oh yeah,
that
servo,
when we were at home.
bottle-o.
Yeah,
Everything to know.
What to know?
Yeah.
What's another one?
Yeah, so we actually call a bottle an off
Smoko.
license. Yeah.
So leave me alone.
Having smoko at the servo after going to the bottle-o.
Oh gosh, I can't
yeah,
think of another one now. That's good.
I do get a bit of slag. I actually should put on my Irish accent just in case anyone's listening to me back
Yeah,
home right
they
now.
will. They will.
The thing that they get me on, but you have to remember, I speak to Aussies on the phone, so you have to adapt to it. Like if we're going to fit in here, we have to do our bit to just
Fair enough.
make it easy. But
Otherwise, no
obviously,
one's going to understand you.
yeah, it just makes your life hard. So yeah, what I get called out on is more the ring at the end of my words, which you all do.
The what?
You just have a bit more of a ring to the end of when you like say a sentence, and I'll
just
call
ask
you
me
out
to
in it
say-
the next time.
Don't
Okay.
say something like, "I'm going to put something on the Barbie."
And no one ever says,
going to say
I'm
something
gonna
like
shrimp on the Barbie. No one has shrimps.
Shrimp is not even a thing.
Yeah, but then I turn around to all you and I'm saying, oh, everyone back home thinks I've got an Aussie accent, and you all are like,
And you're like, no.
In saying that, you can understand
Yeah,
Mullaz. You can understand all of
understand you.
our Irish girls. To be honest, it's
Except when they talk to each other.
that's really fast.
no. Orla
Yeah.
went to say something to me the other day, and Turbo was honestly there, and she just looked at me and she was like, not one word.
What was that?
She's like, not one word of that did I just get.
No, Orla is probably the hardest. She's fresh to Australia though.
Yeah.
We'll change her.
We'll change her. That was my favourite thing of round one where we just sat around the table and talked about
Oh, yeah.
what funny things that you guys say and
Oh my
what
God.
we say. And we just
So
had
good.
this game of, okay, what would you think of, I don't even know.
A deli, like they use
The deli, yeah.
Deli. Yeah, that was one.
All those kinds of things.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I love it. It's gorgeous.
Let's go back to the footy real quick, because the first time I ever watched you play Mullaz was at South Freo Oval, at
Yeah.
Fremantle Oval.
Yeah.
You're obviously versing South Freo.
Yeah.
And I thought you broke your leg.
Oh,
What happened?
Yeah. That was just before I was going home to Ireland.
Yeah, what happened? What did it end up being?
I think I just pulled a muscle in my calf.
I think you just
But
had
I
a
thought
cramp.
somebody sniped
just
me
have a
from
cramp?
the
They
stand.
don't get cramps in Ireland 'cause it's too cold.
Somebody just sniped me from the stand. But I do hear you can't really give me much on this because
No, I
I
know.
hear you're a culprit also.
I know
of bad
I am. Not recently. I haven't cramped in a while, but apparently she had a calf cramp But
No,
I reckon you got, I don't know.
bruised. I had bruising.
Oh, okay, maybe you did actually pull a muscle in. I thought you'd been shot.
Yeah, so
You got carried. All right, that's right.
So
Well,
did I.
the story I heard, someone said that you were cramping, and I was like, well, that was pretty dramatic. And this is coming from number one dramatic cramper.
30 seconds to go in the game.
Gets carried off for a cramp
much.
anyway.
It's
Then you
actually
didn't
too
come
much.
back for a while, but you went away.
I stayed,
with family.
at home for a while.
You were pretty good. I must admit, you kicked a goal from 40, I think, on the run. It's pretty good.
Yeah, and I
You did a bit of
tell
that.
myself every time we're going out for home games, I'm like, just do it here,
Just
Amy.
do that,
What's
yeah.
the difference?
Yeah.
And
Just
done it.
Just do it again.
So much
It's so easy.
harder.
It's so easy. What about your draft experience? Like lead up convos with Trent? How did that sort of come about?
yeah, that was all a bit crazy, honestly. Just when I still think back on it, I'm like, within a couple of weeks, all of a sudden it just went from the back end of waffle season, because we had just finished with Subi. We didn't make finals, so I think I was just finished a week or two, and my plan was then that I was going to go back and play with Wembley amateurs, because I only played 7 waffle games, so I
Yeah.
actually qualified to go back in and play the amateur league. So the first week I went back and played a Gaelic game, so I didn't play with Wembley, and then copped a bit from Paris Laurie because I didn't pick Wembley, and I went and played a bit of Gaelic.
Because
But
you thought it would be safer, didn't you?
yeah, I did.
That was-
right.
yeah, what happened?
And yeah, I know. All right, we're going to get to that. So then that wasn't that game actually.
Oh,
so
wasn't.
played a game of Gaelic, and then Trent reached out to me probably 2.5 weeks before the draft. But I do know he had reached out to Paris to get my number, and she had said that to me maybe like 6 weeks before the draft. So that happened. I never got a phone call. I was like, all right, just
Whatever.
that was never going to happen. Nothing's going to come off it. She was like, oh, I'm just letting you know that I've passed on your number. And then 2.5 weeks before the draft, Trent just messaged me on a Friday afternoon saying, hey, Trent Cooper here, Freo, head coach. Do you want to catch up for a coffee and chat, buddy? And I just
He's
remember
so
getting it.
Laz.
I just remember
Do you want
getting
to
it in
chat
the
some footy?
office. Yeah, and I'm just like running up and down the office, and I'm like, what do I respond
He
here?
said it so
booked him
casually.
in Monday morning. The text came through on a Friday. Booked him in for first thing the Monday morning. He came to East Perth.
Great. Easy as that.
Yeah, caught up with him for a coffee, and then it was just very basic. Like, didn't go into too much. Just
Cool.
really let me know what the in season looks like, what the pre-season looks like.
then you got
Obviously
drafted.
knowing that I work full time, just going over a bit on that, and then yeah, sort of just left it that the club might be in touch for a second interview, because it was just Trent at that stage. So I went back to the office. He had said that I would hear by the end of that week. Didn't hear anything from that Monday. So then the weekend passed, and I was like, all right, nothing's coming. Then got a call from Darren to say that he wanted to do an interview with Wade, Darren and Trent. So that was a bit more of a formal one on Zoom. So caught up with all of them. Again, just real chatting, basic questions, just a bit about me. And then that was the week before the draft. So they just asked me if I had any plans for draft night. I don't think I realised what time it was. I just knew it was on a Wednesday, 29th of June, I think. I'm right in saying.
now she does.
Rumours now.
And then I was just saying, oh, it's going to be a Wednesday, so I'm going to be working. You know, it's end of 30 June, tax time, right?
Yeah,
So I just
busy.
knew busy time in the office. Nothing special planned, and the draft then was the following week. So I only told my mum, like family back home, and then Cahill, my cousin, was also over here, and he's in Perth. So I told him, and then Ash Mack, obviously.
Right.
I'm sure everyone's seen that footage. So yeah, she was there on draft night.
Yeah, you absolutely stitched me up on that night.
Yeah, I know.
By telling the club she was going to be at
my
work.
God.
Sent Ange and I to her work. We were like, oh, it doesn't.
Why would she be at
So,
work at 8
8 o'clock
I
at
know.
night? And
I
I'm
know.
like, but then Darren was like, just like, nah, yep, she's going to be there. We're like, okay, we'll go.
Oh, my
And then we're like,
God.
of course, she's not going to be
That
there.
was the
anyway.
best video.
But then, then you got to Mama's
And then
house,
we had to.
obviously, yeah.
Then we had to. Lucky it's not too far.
So yeah, the build up. I didn't tell too many because I didn't really know what was going to happen. And then yeah, so I thought, right, I'm not going to go play a Wembley game just because footy's a wee bit more.
wee bit.
A wee
Just
bit
a wee
more.
bit.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I need to cut that out, don't I?
All right, sweetie. I'll let you
No, we
off.
like that.
So yeah, it's a bit more intense. So I thought, the weekend before the draft, I'm going to go down and play a Gaelic game, and broke 2 fingers.
Of course you did.
3 days out from draft night.
My God.
So dislocated one of them. Yeah, fractured 2. Went and had the X-rays into 2 splints on my fingers, and I thought, all right, okay. I was like, keep a low profile, say nothing, let draft night pass. And that was the plan. Then was going through all these different scenarios of, could I just take off the splints and really like take a few painkillers and pretend that nothing's happened. And then on the Tuesday I'm sitting in work, so haven't heard from Trent or anyone from Freo within about 10 days. On the Tuesday before draft night, I get a text to say, hi Amy, Gabby here, Freo, head physio, can you come for a medical? So I'm sitting and I'm like, oh my God, what do I do? All of these scenarios, do I take them off? Do I pretend this hasn't happened?
No. You told the truth, obviously.
Of course, yeah. So I walked in and then I have 2 splints on my fingers, and to be fair, I have to give it to Gabby that she was just like, that's fine. We strap them up. We deal with these all the time. So I was stressing out a bit, but still didn't really think the medical meant anything. I just thought it's part of a screening that they do for all potential drafts.
Idiot. Well, they do. I reckon there'd be more that do medicals that don't actually get drafted. So just for anyone listening to this podcast, if you do a medical, it doesn't necessarily mean in future that you're going to get drafted. So, don't break some people's dreams next season before they've even had it.
Sorry.
You're going to be like, yes, I'm getting drafted. Oh no, they didn't pick me up.
Yeah, so
it's Driscoll's fault.
Yeah, just watched it from home, tuned in. Family back home also jumped onto the live stream, and then I actually have a good photo we had just got a new vacuum, and it's the manual of the vacuum that I'm writing out the picks and explaining to my family back home, like all of West Coast picks, all of Freo's picks. And we're going through this trying to explain to them, like, because they've no idea the draft doesn't exist. It's not a thing in Ireland. We play for our county.
That's great,
if you get selected, you get selected.
They're probably sitting there waiting every pick. Is it going to be? Is it going to be her?
And
no, don't even. You can go away and do something else and come back. Come back for those picks.
So then, that kept me a bit distracted. And then I think just towards, having Ashmack there, she realised how big the draft is, and because no other Irish have gone through the draft process, they just come through the rookie. Nobody's actually in the system. So then, as the night went on, I started to get very nervous, and I think it was more about I felt like I started to get my hopes up, and then I was like, oh my God, I actually wanted this, and it's not going to happen. You know, it was that feeling. So then, towards, what was I, pick 83, which was Freo's second last pick, I was just sitting on the couch. I had messaged Cahill, because he was actually working up north. I was like, turn it off. It's not happening. It's not happening. Like, I've sent the text messages.
Yeah, I guess.
And because I'm just like, stop getting my hopes up. Just shut it all down, box it away. And then literally the A for Amy came on screen. And next minute, the house just went off, because she had just got a text message from one of the Eagles girls just saying, oh my God, and then next minute it went to come across the screen, and then she just started squealing. So I actually, in your podcast, it was with Stribbles, because she said she got it spoiled, and you were like, oh, it actually means that you can sit back and listen to what they say. I have no idea what they said about me, I don't even know if I can get that footage, but I was good. So then I just, obviously tears came, everything, world of emotions. Then Hayley and Ange rock up to the door, and
best day of your life.
So then Trent called me, and I could hear him like shuffling around. So I'm like, this is 10 minutes after the draft, and I'm like, quick, everyone sort the house out, they're coming. Joe, it's like, but it was just him in Melbourne. So then we had all just settled down, everything else, and then next minute there was a knock at the door.
We were just in East Perth. There was a bit of a delay. We were in East Perth, and then had to, there was about a half an hour delay in between getting there and through.
So it was pretty special. Hayley rocked up, and because I was chatting to, I'm not sure if you remember the Swan Districts game. It was actually in Subi, I think. And you had just got best and first, and you came down to our game, and I remember thinking, oh, I'm actually going to say congrats. I was like, she's no idea who I am, but I'm going to tell her congrats. And I also loved her dress. She looked great. I
love it. Gorgeous.
So then I've said to you congrats, and you just turned around, because I think I kicked 3 goals that game, and you were like, you complimented the goals. And then as I walked away, and I was like, oh, that was pretty cool of Hayley Miller, wasn't it? She's nice.
She's nice.
And then
she didn't think you were intimidating. That's one of my questions coming up.
No, it's not. I got rid of it because I didn't want to know.
Okay.
But anyway, she told me anyway. That's great.
Oh, there you go. You're not going to ask me that question.
No, I wasn't going to ask you. I wasn't going to ask you what you thought of me when you first met me.
Well, she thinks you're nice.
Yeah, that's nice, isn't it?
Okay, we're running out of time. I'm busting for a wee little wee. Oh, God. And
What have we not got to?
What have we not got to?
we've missed a lot, Mullaz, because that story was 45 minutes long.
She's allowed to tell her story. You can't.
You have to move me on.
I'm sitting here, I got the sweats up.
Come on. Plenty more to go.
Yeah, come on.
No, I just want to. Let's just get to some fun stuff. You lived with Orla for a little bit. She's now moved in with Gabby. Do you have any funny Orla stories from living with her? What's Orla like?
Denmark. Oh, well, she thought she was getting a flight to Denmark. Yeah, she didn't realise Denmark. We were staying in WA.
Mullaz was saying we're going down south. We're going to Denmark, and Orla was like, why are we going close to home? And Mullaz had to explain to her.
Yeah, I think Orla's great. I don't think I can bag her out. No.
Oh, yes, you can. Oh, look at the Irish. They stick together, don't
We're all
they?
about it.
We're all about it.
Throw them under the bus. Actually, run them over.
Well, you know what? I also asked all this question over text message today, and she gave me like barely anything. So.
Oh, so you guys are really nice to each other.
Yeah.
What is that? Okay. I don't know. Okay.
We actually just talked last night about, I don't know why it came up, but the first night that she landed to the club, and then she came home with me. And it's so funny that this is just the Irish for you. Like, we've never met one another. Oh. She comes home from the club with me. We just sit down at the table, make a cup of tea.
Of course.
Have a bit of chocolate that's not kept in the freezer. Are we going to touch base on that today?
Yes, we are. We are. Next one.
We can if you need to.
But yeah, no, Orla's great. I think...
I love that though, that you guys have your little community.
Yeah, I just think straight away, I think when you're at the opposite end of the world, no matter who you meet, if it's somebody, if it's an Irish person, you're always going to take them under your wing. And
it's so
I think
nice.
with Orla coming from living at home, she probably needed that.
Needed it.
And then I'm more than happy to.
She did say you were like her mother.
Yeah.
Living at home.
Well, you've both also taken to Milo quite well.
Yes.
But you've taken it like to the next level. It's not just, Milo and milk and stir it together. Everyone's got their different ways. Hang on. Listen to how Mullaz has started making Milos.
So I had a few suggestions. Came from different ways.
You still haven't tried mine yet.
Yeah, I haven't tried your way yet, Haley, but that'll come.
Do you have cold Milo or hot Milo?
Cold or hot?
Because cold all the way.
You were the one that introduced me to it. I had my first Milo.
I made her a hot one because it was cold.
Yeah. So then, had never tasted Milo, and then all of a sudden we started to make it with 2 scoops, milk, 1 good scoop, mix it up, heat it in the microwave, take it back out, then skim another bit of Milo on top, then 3 marshmallows, and then another bit of Milo on top.
Okay, see, this is too complex for Australians.
Like, whoa.
And then,
put it back in the microwave.
And then it's like a s'more. The marshmallows all like melt into just one big marshmallow. Amazing.
Too much work.
Do you know what? You've been doing it wrong.
Then do you drink it or do you eat it?
Drink and have the spoon there.
Because I feel like if it's a cold Milo, you always like eat it.
Oh, you got to eat Milo.
Oh, because it floats on the milk. But in saying that, I'm like, boil the kettle.
That's like
pour this
next
in,
level.
Little mix around, bit of milk.
And sprinkle a little bit more in this and then sprinkle a little bit more.
I don't think I've ever sprinkled Milo. It's dumping it on. Let's go.
As many as
you can.
Pile it in.
Whatever you're putting it on ice cream in a Milo. But that's really nice that you've experimented.
Yeah.
But regardless, cold, hot, Milo's bloody good.
It is good stuff.
Lots of sugar, but it's also wheat.
Yeah, it was keeping me up
Good
at
old
night.
healthy for you, I'll say. Grains, get your 9 grains in.
The tin says it's good for you.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
And apparently you've said that Irish Cadbury tastes better.
Yeah.
Well, we did have this comment. Like, and you
I
did,
was supposed to bring.
Has Mila not had any?
Over.
No, I did. I tried some on the plane.
Yeah.
And it was like Lindt chocolate.
Nah. It's better.
Yeah, no, but it's similar.
No,
it's got that same like smooth.
You were
that's
saying
why I
it
said
was the
it's
smooth.
It's creamy.
Yeah.
But also, I have my chocolate in the freezer, so it wasn't frozen. So I
is
didn't
everyone
like
aware of
No,
that?
that's
Haley
right.
Miller
No one
keeps
does
her
that.
chocolate in the freezer. I got a video one evening, and I was like,
Why, have you chipped a tooth yet?
No. What do you
strong
hear?
teeth.
I got a video one evening, and Orla was actually in the house with me, and I said, "Oh, this is going to be how she makes her Milo." Next one, I open this video, and honestly, she's cracking this off her teeth. This frozen chocolate, and that's exactly. Both of us just messaged back.
It's top deck, and you just got to bite the top bit off the bottom, and then you just have the white chocolate bit. Eat that, and then eat the bottom.
Well, how can you eat it when it's frozen?
Well,
Doesn't even taste.
yes, it does.
Are you talking about the fridge or the freezer?
No,
freezer?
The freezer.
Yeah,
You're a
ice.
freak, man. Don't do that.
Man.
So she doesn't deserve to taste
Man,
Irish
don't do that.
chocolate.
Oh, man.
No, she doesn't.
No.
Anyway.
Seriously. Miller.
Whatever.
You've killed it.
Tastes good. And you can eat the whole block and doesn't even...
Oh, you can still eat the whole block with it room temperature.
Yeah, then you feel sick.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Anyway.
true. Anyways.
We all have our differences and we accept each other for
But
them.
anyways, Mullaz, you will have to bring some goodies in for the group, I think,
I
to
will.
try your crisps as well. You were telling us that the potato chips are far better. So crisps and chocolate from Ireland are the two, and maybe some tea. That's kind of
Tea bags.
That's Ireland in a little care package.
If you ever want to send me a care package, that's the 3 things you put
gorgeous.
into it. Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Very good.
Just for the family at home. If we get locked down
time
again.
for
hopefully
some
not.
quick fire
Quick
now.
fire up, Mullaz. This is quick. Coffee order.
Long Mac topped up 3/4.
Okay, hang on. This is a follow-on. You can't tell when you go home. You can't say a skinny cap. Yet you can say long Mac topped up 3/4.
I can't even go to Melbourne or Queensland and say that. So
Yeah, Queensland you can't.
Yeah.
Perth
You
only.
can't. But
Can I just
that's-
have one follow-up to this? Hef, our player development manager, her coffee order is is it a skinny latte or whatever, and she just gets a pot of honey with it. I had to order it for her the other day, and I was like,
No.
But you know when you go up and order it, and you're like, it's not for me.
No. See,
Not for me.
I used to
but can I
work
have
in a
this?
cafe, and those people that would come up and ask for their coffee extra hot with a dash of honey.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Put your own honey
but she
in.
was like, don't put the honey in it. I want the honey on the side. And you're
Oh,
like,
what? So they
she
can
wants it in a
drizzle
little
it.
bit.
Like, why?
Yeah. Anyway.
So long Mac topped up 3/4.
Hef, you're a nightmare. You're a barista's nightmare.
Yep.
That's nice, Mullaz.
Yep.
Last time you called your mum. Oh, we don't even need to ask this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, 'cause
she's
she's
here.
here.
That's
In Perth.
gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous.
Heartwarming.
Pre-game routine.
I don't really think I have anything too particular. I do like night before, maybe having some spag ball.
Yeah, nice.
I thought you were going to say Milo, a small Milo.
She's changed.
And then, I don't really have any. Sorry, nothing
that's
too
good.
exciting
Okay.
than that. Just
So
go,
it's good
go
to
with
not.
it.
It's good to not have any.
Yeah,
Then if
same.
it doesn't happen, then you're all good.
Yeah.
It's my thoughts. Sorry,
Thanks
no
for the
follow-ups.
follow-on.
No, sorry, no follow-up.
Dream holiday destination.
Oh. Canada.
Outside of footy, what's your dream job?
Good question. As I said earlier, probably working with maybe like special needs kids with disabilities, but then maybe teaching them sport. So
Best of
doing
both
like-
worlds.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
And if you could have one superpower, what would it be?
Oh. To never run out of energy. Would that be a superpower?
That's nice, actually.
that's
I
very
really
different.
like
That's
that.
like left
just
of field.
run around that oval all day long.
Yeah.
And not
that's-
feel like in
Even
Perth
just
heat that it's
live
not
your
getting to
normal
me.
life without
just-
getting tired.
good.
Just
Never get tired.
Yeah, and then on a night out when you're feeling like, I really need an espresso.
You don't need it.
Don't need it because I just never
God.
run out of energy.
Wouldn't that be
You're bouncing
nice?
around, Irish dancing, jiving.
All right. Well, Mim's actually here, so we'll let her.
yes.
I don't know if we should
Mim's
let her.
mailbag.
I don't know if we should let her
That's
have her
mine.
mailbag.
I've got it.
back. Okay. Off
Only
you go.
give us a thumbs up first.
Go on.
All right. Orla Lally asks, is it true Orla Lally is the best housemate ever?
Oh. Would I say best? Maybe wouldn't put her into that category, but in terms of company, yes, she's great. Could she maybe take out a vacuum? I don't think while she stayed with me, the vacuum was used. So
Oh, okay. Sorry, we don't throw each other under the bucket. Bucket. Bus us Irish. Yeah, get the bloody vacuum out, Orla. Sorry, but you got a lot of editing to do today.
Carla Pritchard, this one's for you, Hayley. How does your hair look so healthy and luscious in every game? What is your hair routine?
Doesn't even rain. I love. Yeah, it doesn't rain properly yet. I love how the questions, Hayley, in just normal
That's in
letters, and then it's in
all
capitals.
caps.
How does your hair look so healthy and luscious? I just wash it pre-game. I mean, not pre-game, the day before.
Does it not go fluffy though?
Yeah. What?
Yeah, it does. And then you're going to I put hairspray in
in the
this
front, yeah,
bit to keep that down. And then the ponytail's
And
lush.
your hair's dead straight naturally, hey?
Yeah,
yeah.
so then I don't have to do anything. But yeah,
the secret.
don't let it rain.
Yeah.
Because there's not the same
bird's
story.
nest.
The bird's nest will come out.
Deltas Bravos asks, who has the better rev up, Hayley pre-game or Driscoll at the end of a pod?
Are we calling the quote a rev up?
Well, I don't think the quote's a rev up. I think it's a cool down.
I haven't done many good rev ups this
No, I think you
season.
have.
You have?
No,
Yeah,
I think the rev
I think
ups
you
are good.
have. I think I think obviously given our results over the last couple of
I've tried
weeks,
all.
we've
I've
needed.
tried all avenues.
No.
We go. You know, something.
No, I think you give.
Got to
the-
try a lot of different things.
think it's
Sometimes
I think
good.
you have the right balance of just holding us accountable.
I do
but
balance
getting
of
those
calm
few-
and f bombs.
Yeah.
Swear words. Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that a little bit.
Yeah, you got to try a bit of everything.
So sorry, the answer there was Haley. Sorry, Driss.
Yeah, well, mine's not really. I wouldn't really call it a rev up. I think
up.
give it this one in the game and that'll rev us up. But
Oh my god! Can we just quickly talk about thinking of that? Eastie's goal celebrations.
I know.
Are so it's the head nod though. You need to go and watch it again. She does this.
Yeah, yeah. It's like she's going
Just
under
like a little
and
duck,
comes up.
just a little duck, and then comes
put a
up
bit of akadaka on.
with the double cobras. She
Yeah,
does.
she does.
She does the double cobras in the air, but it
Comes into it.
It's
Is it the head or the arm
Yeah.
first?
No, it's like almost she does the head and then the arms go up. So good. Anyway,
Dana,
shout out
north,
to-
south, west, east.
so good. Anyway,
Good on you.
continue on.
Liz wants your best Aussie accent, but you have to use your name Mullaz as well.
Oh, you're going to
Sentence.
embarrass me on this
No,
one.
you got it easy.
No.
Mullaz.
So if I was going to say it the Irish way, I would tell everyone it's Mullers.
Yeah.
Mullers.
Or say your actual
Oh, that
last
was pretty
name if
good.
you were to say,
So Mulholland.
whereas we say like 2 syllables, Mulholland.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty similar to me.
Commentators. No. But if I was to say it the Aussie way, this is it. Like,
Go, you got it.
you're
you got
embarrassed
it.
for me
I'm ready.
already. No, hang on. So
I'm not going to look at you.
you say it and then I'll copy you.
Mullaz.
Mullaz. Is that okay?
No, it's, you're still saying,
Mullaz.
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 No, I hate it.
Malaz.
Yeah, no, let's just stick
But-
to you all call him mate. I'll stick to Mullers.
Okay, fair enough.
You do Mullers.
Yeah, I think at the Wembley Grand final, obviously that's where the name came around, and we had played a championship final, which is grand final equivalent in the Gaelic. So my Gaelic team over here, we played that say 10 o'clock that morning, and then I was lucky enough that they didn't clash, so I went straight to the Wembley grand final.
Wow.
So 2 grand finals back to back.
Yeah, right.
Won both of them.
What was
So
that
it's just-
part in the story?
So
In the very long story, you
very long
missed
story that
bit
you
out.
just told. That was the main part I wanted to know.
So then all of the Shamrocks, so I play with Western Shamrocks, all of the Gaelic girls came across to the Wembley grand final.
Oh, yeah, I haven't watched.
So then
So
all
good.
of the Wembley gang was in the crowd, and then at one point they were all chanting Mullers, only you do it your Aussie way.
Yeah.
And they're all laughing because all of the Irish behind are like, I think Mullers is her Australian nickname. So when
that's
all the Wembley
so
boys
funny.
are just cracking
So
themselves.
funny. That's
at,
so good.
At the Irish ones behind saying that this is my Aussie
love it.
nickname.
I love
so
it.
good.
Safia asks, what is your favourite snack before or after a game?
After a game, more so towards the evening, I do have to treat myself to a bit of chocolate and a cup of tea. Of course I do.
Of course.
But pre-game, I don't really think I have too many snacks pre-game actually. Sorry.
Sorry about that.
Jenna asks, is there anything that shocked you coming to AFLW?
I think people don't realise the commitment that goes into it. And for all of us having to maintain a full-time position and then also fully commit to this, and you want to fully commit because there's, you don't want to look back in 2 months' time when we're all having our review and saying, well, I haven't really given it 100%. I do think, it goes unnoticed by a lot of people outside that they don't realise the commitment that goes into playing this sport.
Yep.
Kiara Bowers, is it
Here we
true
go.
you speak fluent Dolphin?
Is she going to make me do that?
There we go.
No one made you. You just did it anyway.
Gorgeous.
Our last one from TumbleTech asks, is it true you loved getting mentioned weekly on the Perth Footy podcast?
Yeah, that's a Wembley member there having his say. But yeah, they always tried to get me on the Perth Footy podcast, and I always declined.
Oh, but you didn't decline it. Hang on, you declined it a couple of times. Yeah. You declined our podcast a few times.
I
had to play hard to get almost as hard as Turbo.
The message came through late last night from Brett, and I was like, oh, okay, I cannot come up with an excuse this time. I was like,
all right, that is it for this week. Are you happy? Still need to go to the toilet?
Yeah. Still need to go just as much as I did 10 minutes ago.
Mullaz, how was your podcast experience? Did you
great.
Enjoy it?
Loved it.
It's not so bad.
Every minute of it, especially having Mim here.
Oh,
Sorry,
you. Needed that.
Mim needs a bit of positive reinforcement sometimes.
I want Mim.
Thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe and leave a review. We'll be back next week, but it's time for a classic Driscoll quote, and she is ready for it this time.
Here it is, baby.
Go.
Not on my phone. Cupcakes and muffins that believed in miracles. Katya.
Cupcakes are muffins
that believed in miracles.
No, cupcakes are a bit prettier than muffins.
That is the worst quote ever.
Oh, isn't that the point? These quotes are meant to be the worst quotes ever.
Sorry, just finish.
I think that's inspiration for us. We can all be.
Read it again.
Say it again.
Read it again.
Cupcakes are muffins that believed in miracles. So you know what? For all us muffins around here, we just got to believe and we'll become a cupcake.
I feel like cupcakes are smaller than muffins, though.
No, they're way prettier. They're like cute little cupcakes.
It's what we want
For a
to be.
birthday party.
So we
have
want
to
to be
believe in a
cupcakes.
miracle so that
We don't want to be something different, but we just got to believe, girls.
So we want to be.
Believe.
So you're saying we are muffins and we want to be cupcakes.
I reckon I'd stick with being a muffin.
I want to be a muffin.